I'm kind of nervous. I'm just keeping it real with y'all, okay? I'm a newbie to gardening. So I don't know how this is going to come out, how this is going to taste, but let's go ahead and rinse it out right now. And then, hey y'all, so today is harvest day. I bought these cabbage transplants. I bought them from Home Depot going on 5 months, right? And they have been through so much, y'all. They've been through 2 snowstorms. They've experienced yellowing of the leaves. And I never knew when to harvest them. I know cabbages, they take, I would say, 70 to 100 days to be fully matured and harvested. And these are way past the 100-day mark. So I am going to be planting new cabbages in these 2 beds. I'm going to be planting new cabbages. So what I'm going to do is harvest these, even though they haven't formed their heads yet. You see how the heads are very small, but we are going to still harvest them. I'm still going to use them in my cooking. I'm going to actually be adding them to this gravy that I'm making. And yeah, and we're going to be planting new cabbage seedlings that I winter sowed. We're going to be planting them in these beds, in these 2 beds. And this time around, I'm not going to, because I know with these cabbages, they're a little crowded. They're crowded on the beds. But the second time around, I am going to be adding 1 or 2 cabbages. I winter sowed 3 cabbages or 4 cabbages. So we're going to be just adding 2 in each of the beds. So 2 in this bed and then 2 on the other bed. But yeah, let's go ahead and harvest some cabbages. Oh, by the way, after we remove the cabbages, what I'm going to be doing is amending these 2 containers before I transplant the cabbage seedlings that I winter sowed. And I am going to be making a whole separate video on how I amend the soil. So be on the lookout for that video. This video is just solely going to focus on harvesting these cabbages. Of course, we're going to be removing the yellow leaves and then adding the rest of the cabbage to my gravy stew that I'm going to be making tonight. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so we're going to be harvesting these. I have my tray. So this is where I'm going to put my cabbages. And I don't think I need gloves, so we're just going to do it bare hand. I have my pruning shears. That's what we're going to be using in this video. And what I'm going to do is just cut the bottom of the cabbage like this. So you see how small they are. They're not big at all. That's okay. This keeps getting locked. Hold on one. There you go. All right. So this is how it looks. I am so excited, y'all, because like I'm harvesting my cabbages. I didn't think I was gonna, like they were gonna be good, but here we are. I'm gonna have some cabbages. All right, so I have my tray of cabbages. We're gonna go to the other bed so we can harvest the other ones. All right, so these beds, or this bed, you see that it has 3 cabbages. I'm gonna remove all 3, and I am going to be amending this bed as well. I'm gonna be amending it before adding the new cabbage seedlings. So again, that's gonna be a separate video. And then for the rosemary, I think I'm gonna be moving that to a different pot. I don't know yet, but yeah, let's go ahead and harvest the rest of the cabbages. There you go. All right, so this is how many cabbages I've harvested from my little container garden. Now, as you can see, the cabbages they're a little on the small end. I am hoping that the second time around we get larger cabbages with the heads fully formed, but that's okay. This is my first time growing cabbages and I'm on a learning journey. So I know I'm not going to get it right the first time. I am just thankful that I was able to harvest something because I thought that I was going to have to throw these away. So we're going to get them cleaned up. I will be soaking them in water mixed with vinegar and just soaking them for maybe 15-20 minutes before I use them. Now, the cabbage seedlings that I'm going to be sowing in this bed and in the other bed, they're they are winter sowed. So I winter sowed those January 10th, and this is how they're looking. So I plan on adding those to the cabbage beds. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm going to be adding this in a bowl and then soaking it for 15 minutes in water vinegar. This is to kill any microbes, bacteria, etc. Now, I am curious, not gonna lie, I'm curious how this is going to taste, y'all. Because these cabbages, I've been growing them for some time. And I think the reason why their growth is stunted and they didn't get any bigger than what you see, it's probably because the container beds were too crowded. And at the same time, I never fertilized them. In 4 months, y'all, I never fertilized them. The only quote unquote fertilizer that they got was the compost that I used when I started the container bed. So I added, it was equal parts black cow manure and organic potting soil. That's the bed that I started them on. So that was technically the only fertilizer that they ever got. So they're very tough right now. And I don't know if it's because of the, extreme conditions that they went through, having endured 2 snowstorms. They were completely frozen. And yeah, so I'm really curious. Oh boy. But you know what? I don't care. At least, it's better than no harvest, right? At least they grew some. And then I think the second time around, it's not I think, this is what I'm going to have to do. We're going to do things better the second time around. I'm going to be fertilizing them and, amending the bed first, adding nutrients back in the soil. I'm going to be applying some fertilizer and yeah, we're going to do things differently the second time around. I don't even know if this is edible, y'all, because the color is, I don't know. I'm just leery about this one, so we're going to omit this one. This is how much yield I got out of my container, which is, again, better than nothing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add water, vinegar, and I'm going to get these soaked for 15 minutes. All right, y'all. So it's been 15 minutes later, and we're going to be rinsing this out and giving it a taste test. I'm just going to taste it raw to see if, you know, how it tastes. And I'm not going to lie, y'all, kind of nervous. I'm kind of nervous. I'm just keeping it real with y'all, okay? I'm a newbie to gardening. So I don't know how this is going to come out, how this is going to taste, but let's go ahead and rinse it out right now, and then we'll give it a taste. All right, moment of truth, y'all. Moment of truth. Okay. I feel like it's going to be tough already. And I think the reason why it's so tough, it's because I left it, well, number one, the growth is stunted. And then secondly, I never fertilized it. So it never really got the nutrients that it needed. And then lastly, they were in the soil longer than they needed to be. So here goes nothing. Not bad at all. You know what? I thought it was going to be worse. I mean, it tastes like cabbage. The only thing I would say is that it's tough. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is not bad. I was so afraid to harvest them, y'all. Oh my gosh. This is actually good. Oh, this is actually good. I did not think it was gonna, I mean, it has the sweetness to it. It's a little bit tough, and I understand why, but it has that sweetness to it. And it's good. It's good. I'm gonna chop these up and I'm gonna add it to my my gravy that I'm making, and I'll show you. I'll insert a clip of what I'm doing with it. But it is actually good, y'all. This is good. Okay, I'm onto something. I'm onto something. So second time around, we're gonna do things. We're gonna take things more seriously the second time around. I'm gonna ensure to fertilize the bed, and I'm not gonna be crowding the containers. When I first started this journey, I planted them and then prayed that it grew. That's it. That's all I did, and watered them when it needed to be watered. So yeah, we're gonna do things different. I'm gonna chop these up and add them to my meal. If you all enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Don't forget to also check out the previous video that I did, and I will see you all in the next one.